Oakland County just extended This Rides on Us program, providing free transportation for veterans and their caregivers through September of 2025. This extension was made possible through a $530,000 grant from the Michigan Veterans Affairs Agency, and this program aims to improve accessibility and quality of life for so many of the county's veterans. And here to tell us more about this program is Oakland County Executive Dave Coulter. Dave, thanks so much for joining us today on The Splash.
Hey, thanks for having me today to talk about a really exciting program.
Yes, this is a great program. Glad to have you with us. So, how has the response from veterans and their families shaped the decision to extend the This Rides on Us program for another year?
Yeah, as I think you know, we launched it at the beginning of the summer through the end of September to see, is this something that our veterans would actually take advantage of? Is it a benefit that they need? We thought it was, but we weren't sure. But we've already given over almost 3,000 rides, free rides to our veterans to wherever they want to go, whether it's a doctor's appointment, a senior center, the grocery store, almost 3,000 rides just in that short period of time in the summer. And so, as you mentioned, through a generous grant from the state of Michigan's Veterans Affairs folks, we're now able to extend this service for a whole nother year. So this will now go till the end of next September, and I couldn't be more excited about it.
Absolutely. And this is such great news and such great things for the Oakland community. And I want to talk about what are some of the key challenges that Oakland County veterans face in terms of transportation, and how does this program affect these concerns?
You know, they have a myriad of concerns, whether they're health challenges, whether they live in a more rural area, they have a lot of issues. But one of the issues that we sometimes encounter with trying to give our veterans benefits like this is they're reluctant to take help. They're servers. They're used to serving our country and serving their communities. They're not as anxious to take service from others, and so that's why I was really delighted to see that they took advantage of this service while we offered it. We have about 53,000 veterans in Oakland County. So this program is not just for them, but for their dependents and their families. They can all take advantage of this, and they are taking advantage of it. And so I'm delighted to see it. And as you can see on the screen, we're not talking about big buses here, although you can ride the big buses for free. But we're talking about the paratransit, smaller buses that'll pick you up at your house, take you where you need to go, take you back home for no cost.
And that's great. And you're absolutely right. And these veterans have done so much to help our country and our community. Now it's our turn to say, hey, let's help you, and let's help you with what you need for the future. So how do you see this program evolving beyond 2025 to ensure sustainable access to veterans all throughout Oakland County?
We will keep looking for money for this program. It's about $500,000 that the state gave us. So that's a lot of money, more than we have in our current budget. But we're going to continue. We're going to analyze the program, see how well it's working, see if people continue to take advantage of it, and if it does, we'll look for other funding. But the other thing I hope it teaches us is this. I mentioned that some veterans are sometimes reluctant to ask for help. I want to give you a great example. We met a veteran through our Veteran Services Department, and we went out to his apartment. He had no electricity or heat in his home, and he was sleeping on his couch. And we said, sir, we can connect you to programs that can help you get your heat back on and help you get your light back on. And his response was, no, that's okay. I can handle it. I'll be okay. So hopefully this program, when they see that we're serious about it and we figure out how to reach them, it will help educate us how to message to them, how to reach them for other vital services that they need and might be reluctant to accept.
Oakland County Executive Dave Coulter is joining us right here on The Splash to talk about the This Rides on Us program in Oakland County that was just extended all the way through September of 2025 to benefit veterans and to help give them proper transportation. Now, you did mention this a little bit, Dave, about the grant you just received worth $530,000. $1,000. How has that donation and that grant played a role into helping make this program even better?
Well, it's what's made it possible. We still have to we still have to reimburse the providers. Smart is the largest provider in our county, but there's a number of smaller ones, WODA, NODA, and the other providers. They need to be reimbursed. They can't afford to do these services for free. So it's what makes it possible. And we will be spending the next year looking for grants, looking for funding to continue this program, while, as I said, evaluating whether it's been cost effective. If there's ways we can enhance it or change it, we'll be evaluating. I'm a big data-driven guy. I want to see the data. How does the program work? What can we do to enhance it if we need to, or change it? So we'll be looking at all those things over the next 12 months. But the great news is that for the next year, if you're a veteran or a dependent or family member of a veteran, you'll have these services for the next year.
And that's great that all of the work that Oakland County is doing to helping to ensure that this program sticks around. But I also want to talk about the ways that the community can help support further initiatives aimed at improving the quality of life for veterans, particularly in areas of transportation and social services. Could you go into detail about that a little more?
Yeah, I want to encourage a lot of our communities. We have 62 different cities, villages, and townships across the county. They all offer various senior and some veteran programs of some sort. But we have a Veterans Affairs Department in Oakland County that coordinates all of those services. So whether you work for one of our local communities or you're just a member of one of our local communities and want to know all the various services that exist, either for our veterans, or we now have a senior older adult services department as well, you can call the county. And if you're a veteran, and I think you've got some of the information on the screen, but you can call us at 248-419-7984, and you can get connected to this transportation program or the other veteran services that we provide. And it's a whole host of things, including what benefits you're entitled to, funeral and death benefits, and all of the other things that our veterans are entitled to. We can help coordinate all of those services for you.
Great to hear, Dave, and glad to hear of all the work you guys are doing. I got one more question before we let you go. What partnerships with other organizations or transportation services do you envision expanding to enhance this program's reach and effectiveness in the future?
Yeah, that's a great question, because I'm all about collaboration. We don't have to do it all ourselves. There are providers out there that are doing this work. So the Older People's Commission in Rochester Hills, which does seniors services, we partner with them on transportation services. Even, as I said, Smart is our biggest transportation provider, but we work with WODA in the west end of the county, NODA. So we're always looking to find out what veterans organizations exist, like the VFW, the AMVETS, and the other organization. And we love to partner with those folks to help get the word out, to help to reach the veterans, because veterans tend to trust those organizations maybe more than they do the government. So we're always looking to expand those opportunities. And if there are people out there that work with a veterans organization or a senior group, for instance, that wants to partner with Oakland County, I'd encourage them to reach out, because we'd love to talk to them.
Absolutely, and I'm sure they would love to talk to you as well, Dave. Thank you so much for joining us today, Oakland County Executive Dave Coulter.
Thank you so much.